the weekly horde challenge, and I've got Field Agent Rio. So I actually forgot to record the weekly horde challenge, so I just felt like putting my little input here. It wasn't too difficult. I mean, it's the same as all the other horde challenges. You just have to build traps, and the traps do everything. So just build traps, and you're good. So just stick to the normal stuff. Controller, heavy base. I don't know. It doesn't matter. Reclaim it. It really doesn't matter. Just kill shit, and you'll make it through it. And then you get Field Agent Rio here. Now, Field Agent Rio, I've been browsing Reddit for a few people that have already gotten this. Oh boy, they've got a lot of really good stuff here. A lot of really good stuff. So let's just go through it real quick. We have Focus Acquisition, the normal thing that all Outlanders have. So the abilities they got is Teddy, Phased Shift, and Seismic Impact. So we are using the new skill, which was given through Ragnarok the Dark Viking. So let's see what we got. So we have the unique perk that they have, Phases to Kill. Increases pistol damage by 50% by 4 seconds after phase shift ends. So if you didn't know, this here is all about phase shifting and then shooting, which is an interesting new type of mechanic, which I'm pretty happy to try out. Phased Out reduces the refill time of phase shift charges by 3 seconds, so that just lets us phase shift more often. In an Outlander, so eliminating 3 enemies within 10 seconds after using phase shift will refund the phase shift charge. So that just, once again, allows us to phase shift more often. Eagle Eye increases the critical rating of pistols by 18, so as you can tell already, we want to use pistols on this character. Increases the duration of Teddy by 5 seconds, so I don't know how I feel about that being in this perk list, but it just allows us to our Teddy to give us some cover fire, which is pretty handy, I guess. In the zone, which is standard, Berserker, so our Teddy isn't completely useless, increases the damage dealt by Teddy by 25% and duration by 5 seconds. And Phase Cannon, the new perk. Phase shifting empowers the equipped ranged weapon, causing the next shot fire to shoot a phased projectile, which pierces enemies and deals 60 base energy damage. So of course this scales with level and tech. Switching or holstering the weapon removes the effect. So as you can tell, I don't have enough hero XP to max this out, so I'll be right back as soon as I get all that XP together. Grinding, getting hero XP. I have this group that did this, and I'm just like, I needed to show this off. Guys, if you don't know how to build, this is not the answer. Build tunnels, for God's sakes, and just learn how to do it. Still not enough. Okay, so I found up all the hero XP I needed, but at the time, so unfortunately that meant that I couldn't actually make this video because there was construction going on. So it's nighttime now and I can actually, finish this, hooray. And yeah, let's level up Field Agent Rio and give it a shot. Dunzos, level 50 has been achieved. Now I already know pretty much how I'm gonna run this here, but I think I'm still missing some of the schematics for it, because you gotta run it like Ranger, and I never finished my Ranger setup. Kinda half did it. So let's see here. So basically when choosing supports and tacticals, you want to look at their strengths. So at the moment their strengths are phase shift and pistols. So I need to look at any ability that gives me a bonus to phase shift and pistols. Energize wouldn't be too bad. So let me check. The projectile is energy damage, correct? Phase projectile, which pierces enemies dealing 60 base energy damage. Okay, so it does do energy damage. And on top of that, I can get extra damage from my energy weapons, my energy pistol. It's not exactly ideal, but it's just how I'm gonna have to go for now. I don't know if probably crits on pistols would be better, but I don't really have that available right now. Now for tactical, I think Phase Blast would be a good one of the Sergeant. Let's see, do I have a leveled up Sergeant? I don't think so. I wish it was easier to sort subclasses. If I had a Sergeant leveled up, I'd try out Sergeant, but I don't. They probably have a low HAD anyway. Okay, in an effort to maintain a high HAD, so I can get a good use out of my skills, I'm not going to equip any lower level heroes for now. I'm going to use Commander Spitfire, just like I would in a Reclaimer setup, just so I can get some sort of bonus that's useful. But yeah, I would use Sergeant, which has the ability, the phase shift knocks back enemies, which I think would be pretty useful if you're using it aggressively all the time. But yeah, let's give it a shot. So first off, let me just test out the power of some things by jumping into private real quick. I'm not going to play a whole game in private. I'm just going to jump in real quick with the hero and the weapon that I want and make sure that the setup feels solid first. Okay, Ray has finally stopped talking. Okay, I put both of my weapons on the hotkey here, just because I'm not sure if my Founder's Revolt is up to the task, because I've already legendary packed most of my Whisper, so it has a huge power leap because of that. Let's find some enemies to kill real quick, just so we can get an idea here. So, phase shift empowers the weapon. Oh, that's cool. Let's do it again. So, as you can see, it fires a projectile. It has a little bit delay after the bullet. And then we got the seismic impact skill. It's only a one wave because Ragnarok has the ability to make it come back. And then of course we have Teddy. So I'm just gonna jump into this repair the shelter. There are category 4. Actually, I was gonna say I would just jump into the repair the shelter because it's easier. But these category 4s give you so much more XP. It's hard to just blindly jump into it. I'm gonna do this 88. I would do the one down below, but it's got exploding death burst and water husks, and I don't want any part of that, thanks.
In this case, we'll need to build up to place the Atlas laser. Bonus challenge is now available. You're done here.
I am a bear. You are not a bear.
Okay, so the Teddy's not as bad as I thought it is. It can kill the little husks at pretty okay efficiency. Which, by the way, that's the way you would normally want to use it, to kill the little husks and to block it off. They'll be there forever if they're trying to hit blasters. Well then.
You got this, Commander. Back up. You serious? Hey, we just built that!
Okay, so as you can see, I don't have much ranger experience, so I don't know how aggressive I should be. Okay, so the projectile does have a range which you have to get used to as well. I've always wanted to level up a range and try it just because of how easy it is to escape from threats with the dash. And this character can just dash as much as they like, which is pretty awesome. Okay, this isn't good. Wish my teammates would, they didn't help me build. I'm not sure if I added some posts, so I'm not sure how much I kept in, but I was the only one that built. I had one other guy that helped me build a pyramid around an atlas, but I built everything else. I put a gas trap here. I'm just gonna put dynamos. These guys are not helping at all.
All hands, Atlas under attack. So good.
Okay, I'm switching. Can't afford to lose because of bad teammates. By the way, the Atlas is taking damage. Damage is the floating ones. They're taking damage to the flingers, which is fine.
Atlas needs help.
But they're not even guarding the ones on the ground. They're all over the place. And that lag makes it really hard to shoot. I don't lag because I'm using the EU server right now, because the NA servers are dead at this time. Which doesn't make it easy. Got a mini boss as well, so they're probably gonna panic. Which isn't good. I'm gonna ignore it.
Save the Atlas. Atlas needs help. Save the Atlas. So good. Atlas needs help. Can't. All hands, Atlas under attack. Seconds left to go. Bonus challenge success. Good job, team. Quadrilateral damage. 4 Atlas win.
Field Agent Rio. So what are my overall thoughts? I played a little bit of Ranger as well. Before I made this thoughts section, so that's why there was an edit there. Overall, my thoughts are I prefer Ranger still, but this character gives a very good shot at trying to be different than Ranger. So if you like that type of gun-based gameplay, this character is definitely a very good shot at a thing to try. If you haven't tried Ranger before, I still recommend trying Ranger first, and then if you like it, try Field Agent. I just don't. I think they're fine. They're a good alternative to Ranger, but Ranger's not exactly hard to get in the first place. So that was what leads me to this overall verdict of Ranger over the Rook class. But if you like Ranger, Rook is a good alternative to have fun with. Like, if you're playing Ranger all the time and you get kind of bored with it, you can switch to this and have some fun with that energy blast. And it's quite relaxing as well to have that different gameplay as well. So, as are my overall thoughts, my opinions, whether you agree or not, let me know in the comments. And that'll be it for me. Ragnarok, over and out.